Hi students, welcome back. Today we are discussing projectile motion. We all know about what about projectile. Any body which is projected into atmosphere which moves under the influence of gravity is called as projectile. Okay, now we can consider a projectile motion. What about the path of the projectile? Path of the projectile is a parabola. If u is the initial velocity of the projectile and that projectile is projected at an angle theta with the horizontal, then this initial velocity can be resolved into two components, u cos theta and u sin theta. Okay, then at this point O, what about the horizontal velocity? Horizontal velocity ux is equal to u cos theta. And what about the vertical velocity? Vertical velocity is equal to u sin theta. Okay. After a particular time, that is when the projectile is at the point A, horizontal velocity is equal to u cos theta. And what about the vertical velocity? This projectile is moves under the influence of gravity. Vertical velocity u sin theta minus gt. Gt is the gravity component which is acting downward. Therefore, at A, ux is equal to u cos theta and uy is equal to u sin theta minus gt. Okay, this is the horizontal and vertical velocity when the projectile is at the point A. When the projectile reaches maximum height, its horizontal velocity is equal to u cos theta and vertical velocity becomes equal to 0. Okay, at this point B, horizontal velocity ux is equal to u cos theta and vertical velocity uy is equal to 0. Okay. Now, when the projectile reaches this position C, horizontal velocity is equal to u cos theta and vertical velocity is equal to u sin theta and gt component is also there, therefore gt. Then at C, ux is equal to u cos theta and uy is equal to u sin theta plus gt. Okay, these are the equation for the velocity of the projectile. Okay, at the point O, at A, at B and at C respectively. Okay, now what about the angle through which the projectile moves at this point? At this point, we know that we can take this angle as alpha because this angle is equal to theta and this angle is taken as alpha. Then, what about the vertical velocity at the point A? Vertical velocity is equal to u sin theta minus gt. That vertical velocity component can be taken here. That's equal to u sin theta minus gt. U sin theta minus gt is here. U sin theta minus gt. Then by taking, what about tan alpha? Tan alpha is equal to, tan alpha is the angle. Then tan alpha is equal to u sin theta minus gt divided by u cos theta. This is the equation used to find out what about the angle through which the body moves. Okay, at this point A. Okay, now the quantities which remains constant throughout the projectile motion are u cos theta and g, acceleration due to gravity. That's also very important. The quantities which remains constant throughout the projectile motion, that is u cos theta and g. Okay, horizontal component of velocity and acceleration due to gravity are the components which are remains constant throughout the projectile motion. What about the angle between acceleration due to gravity and the horizontal component of velocity at the highest point? At the highest point, acceleration due to gravity which is acting vertically downward, u cos theta which is acting horizontally. Then what about the angle between them? Angle between them is equal to 90 degree. Okay, u cos theta and g are at an angle 90 degree when the projectile is at its maximum height. Okay, now what's the equation for the maximum height? Equation for the maximum height, h is equal to u square sine square theta divided by 2g. Okay, equation for the maximum height is h is equal to u square sine square theta divided by 2g. Then what about the horizontal range? Horizontal range is the distance from the point O to this point P. Okay, range is the horizontal distance, and that horizontal range R is equal to horizontal component of velocity into time. Horizontal component of velocity is equal to u cos theta into time, or it can be written as range R is equal to u square sine 2 theta divided by g. Okay, equation for the range is u square sine 2 theta divided by g. Now, what about the time of flight? Time taken by the projectile to move from here to here. Time of flight is equal to, time of flight t is equal to 2u sine theta divided by g. These are the important equations. Okay, range, height and the time of flight. Time of flight t is equal to 2u sine theta by g. Height h is equal to u square sine square theta divided by 2g, and range r is equal to u square sine 2 theta divided by g. Okay, maximum height h is equal to u square sine square theta divided by 2g. Height is maximum when theta is equal to 90 degree. Maximum height is when theta is equal to 90 degree, that's equal to u square divided by 2g. Okay, range maximum, equation for the range is u square sine 2 theta divided by g, and range is maximum when theta is equal to 45 degree, equal to u square divided by g, that is the range maximum. Okay, maximum range is equal to u square divided by g, and height is maximum when theta is equal to 90 degree. Okay, for two different angles of projection, range becomes equal, and that angles of projections are theta and 90 minus theta. Okay, for the angles theta and 90 minus theta, range becomes equal. Okay, if theta is taken as 20 degree, then what about 90 minus theta? 90 minus theta is equal to 70 degree. And theta is equal to 30 degree. 90 minus theta is equal to 60 degree. Okay, at these angles, range becomes equal. Okay, these are equations for the projectile motion. First question. A body is projected at an angle 30 degree with the horizontal with an initial speed of 30 meter per second. Okay, a body is projected at an angle 30 degree with the horizontal. Okay, a body which is projected at an angle 30 degree and with initial velocity 30 meter per second with the horizontal. Okay. Velocity of the body in the vertical direction after 1 second of projection is. We want to find out the vertical velocity after 1 second of projection. Okay. What about the time? Time of flight t is equal to 2u sine theta divided by g. By using this equation, we can find out what about the total time taken by the projectile. Okay, total time is equal to 2 into u is equal to 30 into g. Okay, into sine theta. Sine theta is equal to sine 30. Sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2 divided by 10. It's equal to 3 seconds. Okay. Total time taken by the projectile is equal to 3 seconds. Now it's very clear that what about the position of the projectile after 1 second? After 1 second, the position of the projectile is somewhat here. Okay. Then what about the vertical velocity at that point? Vertical velocity at that point is known. Vertical velocity uy is equal to u sin theta minus gt. U equal to 30. 30 into sin 30. Sin 30 is equal to 1 by 2 minus g. G is equal to 10. 10 into time. Time t is equal to 1 second. That's equal to 15 minus 10. It's equal to 5 meter per second. Okay. 5 meter per second is the vertical velocity after 1 second of projection. Okay. In this question, first of all, we want to find out what about time of flight. Time of flight t is equal to 3 seconds. Also, we know that time of ascent is equal to time of descent. Okay, so what about the time taken by the projectile to reach the maximum height? That's equal to 1.5 seconds. Total time is equal to 3 seconds. Therefore, 1.5 seconds is the time needed to reach the maximum height. Then what's the position of the object after 1 second? Position of the object after 1 second is here. Okay, somewhat here. So, by using the formula uy is equal to u sin theta minus gt, we can find out what about the vertical velocity at that position. Vertical velocity at that position is equal to 5 meter per second. Okay, our second question. The range of a body when launched upward from level ground at an angle 22.5 degree to the horizontal is 2.5 kilometer. Okay, horizontal range of the projectile which is given when the body is projected at an angle of 22.5 degree. Okay, that's equal to 2.5 kilometer. When the range of the body launched at an angle 45 degree with the same initial speed. Okay, we want to find out what about the range of the body when it is projected at an angle 45 degree with the same initial speed. To solve this problem, we can write the equation for the horizontal range. Horizontal range r is equal to u square sine 2 theta divided by g. Okay, here range of the projectile in the first part of this question, that is taken as r1. r1 is equal to u square sine 2 into what about theta? Theta is equal to 22.5 and that theta is taken as theta 1 divided by g. In the second part of this question, range is taken as r2. R2 is equal to u square sine 2 into theta 2 divided by g. Okay. Then on dividing these two equations, u square get cancelled because same initial speed that is given in the question. Acceleration due to gravity get cancelled. Then we can write r1 by r2 is equal to r1 divided by r2 is equal to sine 2 theta 1 divided by sine 2 theta 2. Okay. Sine theta 1, that is, okay, theta 1 and theta 2 are the known quantities. Range r1 is also known. Now we can find out what about r2. That is 2.5 divided by r2 is equal to sine 2 into theta 1. Theta 1 is equal to 22.5 degree. Then 2 into 22.5 degree, that is equal to 45 divided by sine 2 into 45 degree. In the second part, angle theta is equal to theta 2 is equal to 45 degree. Then 2 into 45, that's equal to 90. Then sine 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. Sine 90 is equal to 1. Now it's equal to 1 by root 2. Then 2.5 divided by R2 is equal to 1 by root 2. From here R2 is equal to 2.5 root 2. That is, our answer is approximately equal to 3.5. Okay, 3.5 kilometer is the distance travelled by the second projectile. That is, range of the body when launched at an angle 45 degree with the same initial speed is 3.5 kilometer. Okay. Next question. Two bodies are projected upward from the ground at an angle of 30 degree and 60 degree. Okay. Angles of projections of these two bodies are given. That angles are 60 degree and 30 degree with the horizontal. Attain same horizontal range. Okay. These two bodies are having same horizontal range. Then their initial speeds are in the ratio. We want to find out the initial speeds. Okay. Range R is equal to U square sine 2 theta divided by G. So we can write R1 by R2 is equal to U1 square sine 2 theta 1 divided by U square sine 2 theta 2. U2 square sine 2 theta 2. Okay. Range of these projectiles are equal, that is R1 equal to R2, then R1 by R2 is equal to 1, then 1 equal to U1 square sine 2 theta 1 divided by U2 square sine 2 theta 2. Okay. Then U1 square divided by U2 square is equal to sine 2 theta 2 divided by sine 2 theta 1. That's equal to sine 2 into 60 divided by sine 2 into 30. That is sine 120 divided by sine 60. Sine 120 divided by sine 60. Sine 120 is equal to sine 120, that is sine 90 plus 30. Sine 90 plus 30 is equal to cos 30. Therefore, U1 square divided by U2 square equal to cos 30 divided by sine 60. Cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. Sine 60 is equal to root 3 by 2. Then what about the ratio? It's equal to 1:1. Okay. U1 square divided by U2 square equal to 1 by 1. 1:1. Therefore, what about U1 by U2? U1 by U2 is equal to 1:1. Our next question. If h is the maximum height by a projectile launched upward from the level ground at an angle theta. H is the maximum height when the projectile is projected at an angle theta from the level ground. And t is the time of flight. Okay, then h by t square. We want to find out the relation between h divided by t square. Okay, we know that height h is equal to u square sine square theta divided by 2g. And time of flight t is equal to 2u sine theta divided by g. Then h divided by t square. H by t square is equal to u square sine square theta by 2g. U square sine square theta divided by 2g by t square. T square is equal to 4u square sine square theta divided by g square. Okay. Now we can cancel u square, sine square theta, g. Okay. Then it becomes equal to 1 by 2 divided by 4 by g. That's equal to g divided by 8. then h by t square is equal to g divided by 8. If you know the equations for the height and time of flight, then it is very easy to find out the ratio h by t square. H by t square is equal to g divided by 8. Okay. Next question. A projectile is projected upward from the level ground at an angle theta with the horizontal. Okay. A projectile is projected at an angle theta from the ground. Okay. The ratio of kinetic energy to potential energy at its maximum height is. We know that the equation for the kinetic energy is equal to half mv square and potential energy is equal to mgh. Okay. Now we can apply the values of velocity and height in these equations. What about the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy at the maximum height equal to half into m into. What about the velocity at the maximum height of the projectile? Velocity at the maximum height of the projectile is u cos theta. So instead of v, we can write u cos theta. U cos theta is the velocity at the maximum height of the projectile. Then u square cos square theta. V square is equal to u square cos square theta. Divided by, what about the potential energy? Potential energy at the maximum height is equal to m into g into 2h. What about the equation for the height of the projectile? Maximum height of the projectile is equal to u square sin square theta divided by 2g. Okay. Maximum height of the projectile when it is projected at an angle theta is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. Then on substituting that value, u square sin square theta divided by 2g, we can cancel g, m, u square. Then the final result is half cos square theta divided by half sin square theta. That is half get cancelled. Then cos square theta by sin square theta. Cos square theta divided by sin square theta is equal to cos square theta by sin square theta equal to cot square theta. Cot square theta is the answer. Ratio of kinetic energy to potential energy at its maximum height is cot square theta. Our next question. If E0 be the kinetic energy of the projectile projected at an angle theta. Okay. When the projectile is projected at an angle theta from the ground with a velocity u, E0 be the initial kinetic energy. Initial kinetic energy E0 is equal to half m u square because u is the velocity of projection. Okay. The change in kinetic energy of the projectile between the point of projection and the maximum height obtained. We want to find out the change in kinetic energy between the maximum height and the initial point of projection. Okay. Initial kinetic energy is equal to half mu square. What about the kinetic energy at its maximum height? At the maximum height, velocity u is equal to u cos theta. Then what about the kinetic energy at that point? Kinetic energy at that point is equal to half mu square cos square theta. Okay, is the kinetic energy at its maximum height. Then what about the change in kinetic energy between the initial point and maximum height? That is equal to half mu square minus half mu square cos square theta. Okay, that's equal to half mu square. It's common for both. That is taken outside into 1 minus cos square theta. Okay, that's equal to half mu square is equal to E0. E0 be the initial kinetic energy at the time of projection into 1 minus cos square theta. What is 1 minus cos square theta? We know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Therefore, sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Okay. Then we can write E0 into sin square theta. E0 into sin square theta is the value of change in kinetic energy between the initial point and the maximum height. Okay. I think these questions are clear for you. If you like this video, please subscribe and enable the bell button. Thank you.